Hello everyone, in this video we'll be creating this light and dark theme button which will change the theme of the website. Here you can see. The very first thing we'll do is we'll change the light and dark theme. We'll change the title of this website. Then we'll add a div with the class switch. And inside this div we'll add a button with the ID ptn. And inside this button we'll give a one emoji of this sun emoji. Now what I'll do is I'll link our css file, then we'll go to our install.css, and first I'll remove the default margin and padding, box sizing, border box. After that, I'll first select our body, then I'll give it a display flex, justify content center, align item center, height would be 100 pixels. Okay, so our button is in the center. Now I'll select our switch div using the class switch, and I'll give it the width of 100 pixel. Height would be 50 pixel, background color would be RGB 176, 176, 176, and then I'll give it a border radius of 50 pixels. I'll give it a cursor pointer, so whenever we hover, our cursor will change. Next, I'll select our button and we'll give it a width of 50 pixel and height same 50 pixel, and border radius would be 50%. And what I'll do is I'll add a border of 1 pixel solid gray color. The font size would be 2 rem maybe. Yep, 2 rem looks nice, but the sun is not exactly in the center, so for that what I'll do is I'll simply add display flex, justify content center. Okay, so our emoji is exactly in the center of the button. Next, what I'll do is I'll also add the cursor pointer to this button, so cursor would be pointer. Now let's create the switch button effect. So whenever I click this switch, it moves, it translates to this place. For that what I'll do is I'll simply create a class called dark, and I'll transform it by translating 50 pixels. And if I add this dark class to our button, I guess class is equals to dark. Here you can see the switch effect is working. Next is I'll add one class here to our body. The class would be one body and another class would be dark body. And we'll go to style.css, then we'll select our dark body and change the background color to this one, the dark one. Here you can see our background color is changed. So this is how our dark theme will look like. This is how our light theme will look like. I'll also remove this class from this button, and our HTML CSS part is done, I guess. Now it's time to work with our JavaScript. So for that, first we'll link our script using script. src would be script.js, and we'll go to our script.js file, and the first thing we'll do is we'll select our button document.get element by id, and our id was button, I guess. Let me see. Yes, it is button. And next we'll select our switch button document query selector dot switch. So we selected our button and this switch area. We'll also select our body is equal to document dot query selector class dot body. Let me see if there is class body or not. Yes, there is. Now it's time to add event listener to our switch button. We'll add event listener of click. So whenever this button will be clicked, it will perform this function. And what this function will do, this function will change the theme of this website. First we'll select our button and we'll toggle the class list, and which class? This dark one, this dark. So whenever this button will be clicked, the dark class will be toggled. What this will do is this will help us to transform this button from here to here, because inside this dark selector we have translate 50 pixels. Let me make this smooth using transition transform, maybe 0.2 seconds. Yep, our button switch effect is smooth. Next what I'll do is I'll also toggle the class list of dark body inside our body. What this will do is this will change our theme of the body. Here you can see it's working. Now what I want is I also want to change the emoji of this button. What I'll do is I'll simply use if condition, if button dot class list contains the dark class, then we'll change the button text content to this moon emoji, this one, and we'll also change the button style background color to gray one. So let's see if the emoji is changing or not. Here you can see the emoji is changing, but it is not switching to sun when it is in the light mode. So for that what we'll do is we'll create else condition, if else not text content is equals to the sun emoji, and the button style dot background color would be white, and our light and dark theme button is created.